Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It is a sweet treat with an Irish flair. Here with his recipe for buttermilk custard, we welcome back our friend, Chef T.C. O'Leary. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you.
It's so good to see you,
It's been too long. And introduce your friend that you've brought along with you today.
I brought Buddy with me today, who's our head chef at T.C. O'Leary's.
Beautiful.
He's here for a couple of reasons. Number one, he bought a one-way ticket to Flavortown.
Oh,
so
right.
he is an awesome human being. He admits that himself.
Okay.
The other thing is we're going to try a thing called a flambe. Now, that's, to me, that's
Fire.
Setting fire stuff. You know I can't be trusted with that, so Buddy is going to help us with that.
Okay, good.
So, but first of all, let's work on the custard. Now,
Okay.
custard in Ireland is something that we put over just about everything. And it goes into a trifle, it goes over our apple pie, that kind of stuff. And the thickening agent in Ireland we'd usually use is moss, carrageen. But
I
in
don't
this
know what
case,
that means.
So just moss that you'd have in your garden. In Ireland,
Are you being
there's a
serious?
particular moss called carrageen, but we better move forward putting stuff into pans.
Okay.
So we're going to run through what goes into the custard first.
Okay.
So we'll go with our buttermilk, 1 cup and 3 tablespoons of buttermilk.
Okay.
We're going to follow that with heavy cream.
Whoa.
Buddy can be trusted pouring. Obviously, I am not to be trusted with liquids either now. Fire and liquids.
Delegating. That's good.
Yes, indeed. Whole milk going in there, 1/4 cup, and then 1/2 cup of sugar. We
Okay.
love this recipe because it's also quite simple and it doesn't take long to put together.
That's
a little bit of
easy.
setting with that custard overnight, but it's really straightforward. And then the sugar goes in there, and then there are 2 versions of the gelatin. You can use 4 sheets. You can buy them
Right.
in a sheet form or in a powdered form. This is 2 little envelopes of the gelatin.
Okay.
And that's the
I like
the
that
element
measurement.
that goes in
2
there.
little envelopes. That makes sense to me.
Yes, and if I
I'm
use
with
it,
you.
can you try it with an Irish accent for me? 2 little
2
envelopes
little envelopes
of gelatin.
of gelatin.
Thank you very much,
For the
Sarah.
custard.
And a little bit of custard.
Okay.
Isn't that marvellous? Now, are you adding it? You're cheating and throwing a little bit of...
Yeah, we're just going to add a little bit of extra flavor here with a little vanilla extract.
Oh.
Lovely.
And we're just going to go ahead and put a cinnamon stick in there as well.
Of course.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah.
So that's
Of course.
everything in there. We're going to give that a little heat so that it just breaks down those powders with the sugar and the gelatin. And then once that's all broken down, within that stirring action for about 8 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, just long enough to dissolve the gelatin and all of the sugar. Yeah.
That's why you brought him.
fantastic.
That's too long to stir. 8 whole minutes.
We're not even going to do that.
That's an
We're going to
arm
move
workout.
on. You're absolutely, we've got to
Okay.
move on.
All
so
right.
that would take about 8 minutes. Then you're going to let it cool
Yes.
in the pan, and then you're going to set it into the ramekins, and then as it's cooling down, then we like to pop a little blackberry into the middle of it, let
I
that set,
see.
and we'll see
Okay.
what happens at the very end. We're moving on.
Very good.
We're moving on to our blackberry soup.
Blackberry
I mean,
soup.
it's a posh sauce, right?
Oh, okay.
Fruity sauce, but blackberry soup is what we're
Why not?
We're going to run into this, which is in this fella here, isn't it? For the soup, we're going to go 1 cup of blackberries, what we have with us today.
Okay. Oh, those are gorgeous.
Aren't they gorgeous? And yeah, that's good local stuff. 1 1/4 cups of fruity red wine.
Oh, okay.
This is our cab, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
From the bar. 1/2 cup of water. You can get water just about everywhere nowadays.
Is that so?
They come out of faucets. They come in bottles.
Revelation.
Yeah, and a lot of people like to shower in it as well, which is really good. And it's a
This is
good way to
Irish
stay clean.
water, isn't it?
It would be nice if it came all the way from Ireland. 1/2 cup of sugar then, or as much sweetener as you like to taste. I'm going to be careful with the next word. 2 stars like ourselves. Anise is the word.
2-star anise.
2-star anise.
Very
are going
nice.
in there.
That's fancy.
And that's us, right? That's our soup.
That's
Okay.
our little soup. That's what's going to...
What are we going to what's going to happen to that? It's going to heat up, it's going to break down a little bit in the pan.
Yeah, so again, this is about 10 minutes or so like this, just to bring out the flavors of the star anise. And then we're going to puree it at the end and run it through a chinois, which is just a really fine filter, really, essentially.
That'll be a
So
fancy sieve, I suppose.
Very
Yeah.
fancy.
You know what I mean?
Only the
In
finest.
my language.
If
Okay.
you value your eyebrows, stand back for a
Okay.
moment. We're going to do the little flambe situation.
Woo!
Okay. And then we're just going to burn off some of the alcohol real
Okay.
quick and right into the sauce.
Wow.
And
That's
that's just
that.
the
amazing.
finishing touch. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. So now, Anna, it's time for you
Oh, okay.
to do some stuff. So that's
No.
a knife, obviously. You're well aware of what that is.
I'm
You probably want to
You've
stab
handed me a
half
knife.
the time.
I
Yes,
don't know
indeed.
why.
So look, I don't value
Thank you.
myself anymore. Could you do? I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay.
If you want to slice this in half, we want to
Oh.
see what it looks like
Is this gonna
to get a
be-
sense of it. This is, look how lovely. There's a lovely wobbly sense to that custard.
Payoff of
got
this
we have that
little
inside.
situation. Oh,
Then-
yeah.
And then to add a few actions, this is our soup that we pre-made earlier. We love that
Okay.
term. We're going to pour that over.
This is a lot of. You're putting a
Oh
lot
my
of trust
God!
in
Look at that
me.
color. Look at that
That's a good way
richness.
to do it.
wait.
Well done.
So that was the chinois. Is that what it was? That
Yeah.
finished that off. The fancy sieve got it to that lovely finish.
Okay.
And then we're going to add a little orange. Is it orange zest?
Candied orange zest, yeah.
On top of that.
gorgeous.
Which is actually really
My
simple. Oh my
God.
God, do you want a job? You're
That
doing
was
a-
fantastic.
Doing an excellent
Thank you.
job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So,
okay.
and I suppose, is it the last thing we do? Is it they call it tasting? Is that what they say?
Oh!
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you'd never
Is it-
ask.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a traditional French term.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Called
Le
taste-
tasting.
Le tasting.
Oh.
In Ireland, we like
Okay.
to taste the moss. The moss. That's yours. Carrageen is what we use instead of gelatin.
Okay.
It's a type
Right.
of moss.
I learned something today.
This is going to be too good.
I love blackberries so much. In anything.
Oh my God. Again, the wobbly jelly and the gelatin, that lovely, silky, inky color of the blackberries, lovely orange zest on top of it.
I love it.
Any time of the year, it's not difficult to do.
We did
Yeah.
it right here in 5 minutes time.
We did.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for doing all the work.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Thanks
Nice
very
to
much.
see both
So
of you.
true. Same every day at TC
We're
O'Leary's.
on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.
Hey!